Hi, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Welcome to another episode, 41 of Mindful Witchery. My gosh.
I know. I can't believe it.
I
looked it up, August of 2020, and we're already 41 episodes
Wow. Isn't that crazy?
It's not.
That's so crazy.
That's so cool. Well, Lori and I were just catching up. We both had eventful weekends, eventful months.
Eventful
year.
Yeah, eventful years. Yeah, all these things that come back to haunt us. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, it's been an eventful week, eventful weekends. My kids are officially out of school.
Oh, nice.
Matt finished his last half day yesterday.
That's exciting.
I have 2 high school kids now.
Oh, my God.
It's crazy.
So 12th grade and 9th grade?
12th grade and 9th grade. And the 12th grader is going to have to drive the 9th grader to school. They have, you know what's interesting is they have never been in the same school before.
Oh.
Because of their age difference.
Okay, yeah.
Never been in the same school together until this year, and this is the only year that they will be in school together.
That's fun.
Isn't that crazy?
Kind of takes some pressure off you, too.
It does,
right?
Really. I mean, as much as I love babies, and I work with babies every day, I always say, I love holding them. I love that they chew on my shoulder. I love all those things. But I'm happy when I leave at the end of the day.
You can hand them back.
Yes, I can hand them back, and I come home to my independent children.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I love about it. And I think that's the beauty of parenthood sometimes is, you know, as much as part of you really misses them being little and being dependent on you. Once you get past that, it's like, yes.
Once you get over it.
Yeah.
Some people never get over it.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
This time of year is so busy. Like, if you do have kids, it's so busy because, like, we had to go to graduation for my son's girlfriend.
How does prom go?
Prom was wonderful.
Oh, I totally forgot to ask you that. Oh, that's awesome.
I got to tell you, a shout out, and I don't know if they listen or if they hear this, but the parents in Palmer came out and did such a wonderful job when they found out that Pathfinder was not going to have a prom because of COVID. The parents stepped up and made a prom. And I'm telling you, it was phenomenal. I mean,
that's so cool.
My antisocial kid really didn't care about this. He was like, this isn't going to be fun. I'm not going to enjoy it. I have to wear a tuxedo, da-da-da. But he came home that night so excited about the time they had. They had door prizes. They played cornhole. They had food trucks. That
sounds like a prom.
That sounds like
like a much better prom than what I would have had if I went.
And it was so fun for them. And just a huge thank you to Pathfinder Regional Technical High School parents who put that on. It was fantastic, and the kids really, really, really loved it. So
that's awesome.
If you're there, shout out.
That's so cool.
It was so hot last week. So we had graduation, they had prom, there was parties, there was all these different things, and it was hot.
This time of year, there's always so much going on, and then I always feel like summer goes by so quickly.
Absolutely.
Because it's just like, even without kids, like I don't have kids or deal with any of that, but still, like I feel like when summer happens, I feel like I'm expected and I have to do all these things because it's light out and I have to go do this and go do that. And you know what? That is not my jam this year. I'm not doing it.
I'm trying not to. You know, I'm trying not to cook so much.
Yeah.
I mean, practically speaking, it's because it gets hot in the house.
Yeah.
But I just realized that I'm a little obsessed with making sure that we have these full-blown dinners every evening. And I've tried to kind of take myself out of that space and go, you know what? It is okay to order takeout once or even twice a week. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, we do once a week.
My kids will get over it. They're not going to be scarred for life and in therapy when they're 35 because I didn't cook them a meal on Wednesday.
It's not what they're going to remember.
No. So I have started making sure that I don't do a lot of, unnecessary meals, unnecessary cooking. We team up. Roger grills the meat on the weekends, and we have all the meat we need for the week. Like, we'll have chicken. We'll get a big pack of chicken, a roast, a couple of London broils, sausages or whatever, and we'll grill it all at once. So that during the week, I come home on Monday, all I have to do is reheat the chicken.
Yeah.
And make sides. And I'm telling you, most of what our sides are consists of salads.
Yeah.
I'm the salad master.
We do the same thing.
I'm the salad master. I do all kinds of different salads, not just lettuce salads, but like all kinds of different salads. Warm salads, cold salads, bean salads, you name it. I love salad.
I love it too. Oh, potato salad.
I
think it's my favorite. Oh my God. Carson's mom makes the best potato salad I've ever had. I can just eat it all day.
Do you like the German potato salad that has the oil in it, or do you like the one that has the mayo?
Oh, mayo.
Yeah,
all the
definitely.
way.
Mayo. I'm team mayo.
Oh yeah, mayo's what makes it.
My mom
It's
used
very
to.
New England. Is
Yes.
this a very New England thing, potato salad, or is it?
It's a Southern thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, too. We do potato salad and macaroni salad.
Oh, see, I never got into macaroni salad. I never liked it.
I make a dill pickle macaroni salad.
I would eat that.
That is to absolutely die for. It's a creamy base, but it has dill in it, and it has chopped up pickles and onions instead of like the usual carrot and celery thing.
See, I don't like celery.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to make it for you sometime.
I would eat that.
It is
would have
so
to be
good.
gluten free though.
It is. Well, I'd use gluten-free noodles.
I would eat that. Yeah.
It really is so good. Dill pickle salad. Google it, guys. It is fantastic. That's my summer jam.
I like, half of me loves summer, right? But the other half of me doesn't, and I just feel like I'm obligated to, because like systemically summer's always been everybody's vacation, and like it's like all this hype. We're supposed to love summer, and we're supposed to do all these things as a family.
We gotta go to the beach. We've got to,
yeah. And like we were talking about, like, that's just not reality. That's just not reality. Like, a lot of us still have to work all summer. We don't have the summer off. We still have to like do stuff, and I'm like, New England summer is not that great. I don't know about you, but like, it's humid. It's hot.
It's humid. It's hot.
It's not pleasant to be outside.
I know people assume that it's cooler up here, and with the changes over the decades, it's
not.
really not any cooler. Sometimes it's cooler down at my brother's house.
Yeah.
In North Carolina than it is here.
Yeah, when I was living down in Asheville, it was like more summer than it would be up here. It's like, it's humid here. It's like the other day we had 95% humidity. And it doesn't matter.
That's rain. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's rain.
It does not matter what the heat is. It's always going to feel hotter. It's gross.
It is. It's gross.
Yeah.
And it seems like we get more humid heat now here than we used to. It's
yeah,
really humid.
I have noticed that too.
Today's not particularly hot.
Yeah.
And I have my air conditioners on because it's humid.
Yeah, it's humid.
And it's miserable. And I don't like it. And I get boob sweat. And I don't like that.
Oh, no. That started happening to me the past couple years because I started sweating again for some reason. And I'm like, oh,
no. Boob sweat. No.
Nope.
That is when the Gold Bond powder comes out. And
that's why I wear sports bras.
That's why deodorant comes out and goes under the boob line.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to explain a Gold Bond powder to my son.
Oh, really?
I said, you're going to get sweaty and hot outside because you're a teenager and teenagers are sweaty. It's just kind of a natural thing. You wear deodorant, but sometimes that doesn't always work.
Yeah.
Here's Gold Bond powder.
It's magic.
This is what you do. You put it in all your
bits.
in your curvy places. All your ditches and curvies and all that. Yeah, all your bits.
Yeah.
And,
So you're old enough now. I'm going to pass the torch. A little bit of knowledge.
He came home and he was like, Mom, that Gold Bond powder stuff really works. I'm like, go figure it.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I'm telling you, I cannot deal with sweating. I'm not a sweating kind of person. And when I do sweat, it grosses me out. And I have to use that Gold Bond powder.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear from you guys. We'd love to hear from you if you are Gold Bond powder users.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get
tips and tricks.
Maybe we could get the CEO of Gold Bond to come on the show.
Surviving Summer with Gold Bond.
I'm such a fan. That'd
be such a great name for an episode.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we were talking about, so in the shower today, like, tangent on this.
Speaking of showers,
segue. In the shower today, what we can talk about today. And it came to me, and we talked about last episode, how much of a witchy rut we've kind of been in. And like, the summer is just not my time where I feel connected to nature, which is odd, but it's not the time where I feel connected to my witchy side. It might be because I'm sweating too much. I don't know, but I find myself not being as connected to my witchy side in summer. And I know you feel the same way,
Oh, absolutely. You know what I think part of it is? I think, at least for me anyway, I have to think too hard in the summertime. Because I'm obsessed. It's probably not that I have to, but I'm obsessed with the weather. Like, I'm literally obsessed.
Me too. It is such a New England thing.
I'm obsessed.
The weather.
I'm like looking at the weather every day on my phone going, okay. And then I'm planning for the next day going, okay. It's going to be hot and humid, so I need to make sure we turn the air conditioners on in the morning so it gets nice and cool, and then we can turn them off and open the windows in the evening and get the cool air. Oh, it's not going to be that cool? Then I need to keep the windows closed and keep my air conditioner on, and then my electric bill is going to be huge, so I need to plan for budgeting for the electric bill.
Who has time to think witchy thoughts?
But the fall, once September hits and we start getting consistently like even 60-degree days, I don't worry about the weather.
No, you don't really think about it. So you have all that extra energy to think about being witchy.
I don't even think about carrying an umbrella. And if it rains, so be it.
Yeah, so be it.
I'm so much more lackadaisical about the weather situation in like the tip of fall.
I feel more like myself. And even like, I don't know if you notice this too, but like physically, I feel less chronic pain in the fall.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel more grounded.
I'm less tired.
I'm less tired. I feel like I can breathe again. Like I actually have like really hard time breathing in the summer sometimes. That's why I don't really go outside in the summer as much anymore, because I have to be careful. Because part of something I deal with is I have really awful cooling systems in my body. So I'm either always cold or I overheat immediately and I get really dehydrated and I pass out.
Mine is allergies.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Have your allergies been bad this year?
Yes.
Because Carson's hasn't, and he has the worst allergies.
And I sit here and go,
like,
I'm struggling to breathe right now.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on this year? But
yeah, I'm the same way though. I have reasons that I just don't like physical reasons that I don't like going outside. Number one is always boob sweat. Number two is my allergies, and I don't want to deal with it. So I stay inside in the really dry air conditioning air. I hate humidity. Yeah. And I think it takes away my creativity a little bit too.
Same.
In the fall and the winter, when I sit down to write, I can really articulately, I want to write about this, and I can just, boom, it's there.
Yeah, I feel more inspired.
Oh, yeah. I struggle in the summertime.
Me too.
Really, really struggle. And I think it's like you said, the witchy side tends to suffer. I mean, if anything gets done, I probably read. I sit in the house and I read when I'm not at work. And I read about witchy stuff. You know, I practice spells, things like that.
Make plans for the fall.
Yeah, I make plans for the fall because we're halfway there, over halfway there. So it's going to be time pretty soon. But yeah, I'm feeling very, I don't know.
I feel very disconnected.
Disconnected from my practices.
Yeah. And I didn't realize it either. Like, this has been happening for years. And I finally this year noticed, like, why do I feel like my personality changes in the summer? Why do I feel so disconnected in the summer? Because honestly, this is a pattern that I only recently noticed with the help of my therapist. I don't think she listens to this, but thank you very much. That every time the end of June, July hits, I lose my damn mind. I feel so disconnected. We even look back at my chart. Every time around this year happens, I always say I feel ungrounded. I don't feel like myself. I feel disassociated. And I only recently made the connection, like, because I'm not really honoring that part of myself because I'm not connecting to my witchy side. So
and it seems like a very, I don't know, I just feel like people are more hostile. It's a very hostile time, I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like the heat is intense. Everybody's personalities are intense. There's parties, which I'm an introvert, so I don't like parties. Happening.
Like that obligation, like people are always inviting me to things. Even now, like post-COVID, not as much, but like even going out for a walk or something. And I'm less inclined to say yes, because I feel kind of bombarded with all these things. And some of those things I actually don't enjoy anymore. Or like I just don't want to do. So it's just like, I feel different.
I feel like I do the opposite of most people. I think I hibernate in the summertime. And then it's one of those things where I don't talk to people from June to August. And then in September, I kind of reemerge into, it's like a butterfly. Yeah, it's true. I mean, and my friends, it's to the point where people will call me and I will literally sit and look at the phone in my hand and watch the phone ring. I don't take phone calls in the summer. I'll text with you. I'll Facebook message with you. I'll do whatever, but I won't take phone calls. I just can't. I don't know. I think I'm in hibernation mode in the summer.
That makes sense. No, I think I'm the same way. It's like I don't want to do all these things.
Then I reemerge knocking on doors in September going, hi.
And everybody's just like, I'm hibernating now.
Is everybody
it's hibernation.
Okay? Is everybody okay? How was your summer?
Yeah, I'd be so interested to hear about like other people. Like when during the year do you feel more like yourself? Yeah. Or if you are practicing witch, what time of the year do you feel yourself in that hibernation mode? Because this is new for me. Like to even think about it in this way.
Yeah, it's you know, it's important, I think, as anybody, as a human being, but I think particularly as a witch, because we are so connected to the earth and its cycles, I think it is important to know,
when do you thrive?
Where do you thrive? and where do you hibernate?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I think summer is my hibernation too, and winter is too. But winter's a little bit different. I feel like in the summer, I thrive off sunshine. I love being outside. I love like the light. I love how it's so light out. But on the flip side, I not so much in the summer because everybody else is outside.
Yeah,
like,
I think that may have something to do with it, Sarah. Is I think people are, and especially right now, people are emerging because of the regulations are loosening, and everybody wants to be outside. So you can go nowhere where there aren't people.
I have not been able to be alone for a long time. Even in my house, I'm not alone. I have neighbors. I have people that I hear. To me, alone, completely alone, is being able to sit in the woods, knowing nobody's going to disturb me, not hearing a thing, not hearing a car, not hearing an airplane. And even then, I don't feel alone. Like, I need complete silence.
Yep. And you don't get that.
Oh, God, I haven't gotten that for
That's
years.
one of the that's one of the really good things about winter, is that you can do that. It's cold as hell, but you can go out in the woods and you don't have to go far to achieve complete and total silence. That's what I do like about winter. I mean, I'm tired of winter by February.
Oh, no, I hate winter.
But it is. Where do you as a witch thrive in terms of the weather, the seasons? And I think, people get seasonal depression. People get, there's all the things that go along with just this change, because we're mostly water.
Yeah.
And I mean, we are at the mercy of the seasons in a lot of ways. So where do you guys thrive?
I think mine's August through December. I do really well.
I think I have to do September through December. Because August for me is still hectic. There's still people doing people things.
It's still hectic. Maybe like end of August into September, October, November are like my thrive time. And then December, even though it's chaotic, I love the holidays. So I think that really helps me. But I think if I could just sleep through January, February, March, April, May, I would do okay.
I think I'd be good. Yeah. I really, once Christmas is over, I really am done with winter. January, February are just such horrible months. That's when it's the coldest here. It's when there's the most snow here. I just really don't enjoy that time of the winter. But for the most part, I think summer is just a time. I think you made such a good point about the fact that there are just people everywhere. And it's not that I begrudge people being able to go outside. I just don't want them to be near me. Yeah,
it's like, go live your old normal so I can live my new one.
Yeah, just go do your thing. You do you. Just stay away from me.
Yeah.
Because I have to get really racked up, really amped up before going somewhere where there's going to be more than like a few people. Yeah. And I have to do that. I find that I have to do that more in the summer. Yeah. I have to sage myself. I have to meditate more. I have to do all these things and go, oh my God, and I still have to go out in the crowd. I go to the grocery store, it's crowded because everybody's buying for barbecues. The only place we can go, for me, is to our new property in the Catskills. It's literally just us.
Yeah, and you know what? And that's completely okay. I feel like there's all this pressure. You work the rest of the year and you work. And I'm like, when did summer become that? Like, why is our whole schedule wrapped around children? That's what I want to know. From a childless person, why is summer what dictates everybody else's when they're supposed to go out and do stuff and vacation? And I feel like I've been living that for so long. It's not realistic.
It isn't, especially now. It used to be back in the 50s.
Yeah.
I think it was realistic. And people used to go on month-long holidays.
Oh, yeah. When we actually could get vacation.
Yeah, exactly. People
make a living wage.
People were going, all I get to look forward to is going to North Carolina. And that's work. Yeah. So I don't count that.
That's fascinating. Because we talked about this last episode, too. Like, how systemically our whole calendar or how we do things in America are all based on 1950s ideals, and nobody really questions to change it or has done anything to change it. Yeah,
I mean, if you went to work now and said I wanted a month-long vacation, you'd get fired.
Oh yeah,
you can't do that. I mean, they still do that in places like India and places in Europe. I mean, you take a holiday, meaning you're gone for a month, 2 months, and that's just what you do. I can't imagine that here. As fast-paced as things are here, and as industrial as we are, I cannot imagine.
Yeah,
and as competitive as we are,
it's not normal.
If you leave for 2 months from a job, you lose all touch with reality and what's going on with that job.
Yeah.
So there is just no way. Unless you're working, you're doing a working vacation and you take your computer and you can do that. Other than that, I
don't see how possible. Yeah, it's fascinating. Like, in that whole balance and self-care and trying to incorporate your spiritual side, and it's really hard. It's really, and especially if you're in like a season like summer or winter that you really does not resonate with you. It even kind of makes it more hard. Because I've been super ungrounded lately. I talked about it in last episode, I think. In trying to finally realizing what was happening. Oh, this is a pattern. As much as I would like to think that summer is my thing because I love the heat and I love all that, New England summer is not my jam. That's okay. And so how can I still stay in touch with my witchy side and still feel that part of me and not completely let it go? Because it's an easy thing to let go. I can like start putting my energy towards other things, but
I think you have to slow down in terms of what you do with your practice. I don't think there is as much you don't do as much, even if you don't completely eliminate it and just not do as much, or pick something that you're going to work on. Pick a goal for the summer. Like my goal is to learn more through reading. Like I'll buy books about witchcraft. I'll buy all kinds of different books of different perspectives of witchcraft. And that's what I do in the summer. Is that I read. So I don't completely leave my practice. I read a lot.
Yeah, mine's been walks. Just trying to like take like meditative walks and
staying grounded,
paying attention to what I see. And like the other day I saw a baby bunny and I just thought about the baby bunny the whole time. And for me lately, I think it's been art that has really been in a very strange way keeping me in my witchy bubble, because I've been like looking up references and like reading things about witchcraft. I've been drawing a lot of like death heads and like just reading and still researching and doing that. I've been picking flowers and bringing inside my house. And to me, like, that has to be enough. Because going out and doing rituals or like connecting with people in a witchy way is just...
Even cemeteries, I mean, are not my jam this time of year.
No, I haven't been to one in weeks, Lori.
I mean, I kind of found Albany Rural Cemetery by accident.
Yeah.
You know, but it's... Yeah, even this time of year, it's not my jam.
Yeah, that's so fascinating. I just love to hear what other people
Me too.
say.
I would love to hear what seasonal things that other people's are doing in terms of witchery and for their practice.
It would be cool to kind of listen back, because in August we've done a full year. And so it'd be cool to listen back how our personalities are in the summer and like in the fall comparatively, like the things we talk about and our energy levels. Because like during our fall, we talked about spooky movies and like all those things that we love and witchy stuff, and just like it's in the air. It feels good, but
it is. There's something about fall. There's just something about fall that just triggers everything witchy in me. Everything.
Yeah, I feel like I could breathe. Like that's really it on like a spiritual level, a physical level, a mental level. It's like everything clicks so much easier. I think I go the longest being on a good level. Than I do the rest of the year.
Same.
Yeah.
I think fall is it for me.
Fall is it for me.
And I think that most witches would say the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'd love to hear from you and hear what your time of year, your optimal time of year is.
Yeah, do you have any witchy book recommendations?
You actually recommended one to me that I bought. The Black Book. It's called A Witch's Bible.
A Witch's Bible. Yes.
I love that book, and I reference it a lot.
It's a great book.
I do. I reference it a lot. Book. I have a lot of... You can tell if I like a book because a lot of the pages are bent over and dog-eared and wrinkled, and those are the books that... The ones that are completely a mess are the ones, and that one is a mess.
Cool.
And I also just finished reading our Dave Ironman's book. Shamanic Journeying.
Oh, nice.
Which is a really... I'm going to have you take that with you and have you read it too.
Yeah, I'll read it.
It's very, very interesting. It gives you a lot of information, a lot of education about shamanic work, what it is, what it isn't, which I love is what he covers. And you see it's wrinkled on the inside. Yeah, I read that one. But Dave Ironman's book, Shamanic Journeying, is a really, really good one.
Oh, wow. He has all these prompts and stuff for writing? Yep. Oh, I can't wait.
What about you? Any recommendations, books?
You know, I haven't been reading anything witchy,
Mm-hmm.
but what I have been reading is a lot of sci-fi. And I've been reading a series by, her last name's Schwab, I couldn't tell you, V.E. Schwab, I believe, and she does a darker shade of magic, and it's like fantasy, so it has to do with magic, and I hate to call them magicians, but I mean, that's kind of what they are, and so I'm on the third book.
Oh, wow.
And what's fascinating about these books for me is that I'm reading them like I read the Harry Potter books.
Mm-hmm.
I literally can't stop. And usually for me, like, I could read a chapter and then I have to get up type of deal. Lori, I cannot stop thinking about these books. I cannot stop reading them. I read the second one in like a day.
Wow.
I don't do that. Mm-hmm. And that's how I read the Harry Potter books. So excellent books if you like that kind of thing. She's read... I mean, I'm pretty sure I recommended The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Same author. Fantastic writer. So that's what I've been reading.
Nice.
And the Culture series by Ian Banks, which is an amazing sci-fi series, too.
I just watch a lot of movies. I read a lot of books during the summer, so I'm probably going to have a lot of movie recommendations.
Yeah. All right. I think that's a good place to end.
Good place to end.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
And please let us know. Let us know what your seasons, what your witchy seasons are, what's your optimal time.
Yeah, and if there's anything in the summer you want us to talk about, if there's stuff that you know about that we don't in the witchy world, please let us know. That'd be great.
Absolutely.
All right.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.